right, let's go. Good morning, y'all. I'm Dirk Williams. I'm the CDL instructor for today and tomorrow, and probably a few months while you're here at First CDL Training Center in Northern Virginia. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a quick safety briefing for all y'all new people here. Most of the instructors, they wear these yellow vestments. And what we do here, we practice safety first. Put safety in everything. Everything we do around here, safety first. Number one word out here is stop. You might hear us instructors saying stop, stop, stop. You stop. You don't go until somebody tell you something. Even though we corrected the problem, you stay there until somebody give you the go-ahead to keep going. We might say stop. We might say, hey!
Oh, okay.
We might blow a whistle. You know, we might hear somebody whistling. You know, we do a lot of safety precautions because we don't want nobody getting hurt. These vehicles weigh over 20 tons, 10 tons. We don't want it to back over you. Then if it backs over you, then we'll have to call your next of kin to come recover you. So this is a dangerous place. Now, for you new people, if you park your car on this lot, you are parking at your own risk. At your own risk. So we advise you to get with the front desk, get a parking pass, park it up at the church. Okay. When you start getting in and out of the vehicles, I want to see 2 hands, 1 foot. 2 hands, 1 foot. I don't want to see you jumping out the vehicle coming down like this. Because if you slip and fall and hurt your back, your career is over. So I want to see you using proper technique, getting in and out of these vehicles. So practice what the paperwork says. Keys in your pocket, the wheels is chalked. Make sure some of these vehicles is chalked off with the proper chalk, so when you do release the brakes or whatever, it doesn't roll over nobody. We all in this together. We're all sisters and brothers here. You see something unsafe, say something. Don't turn a blind eye to it, because that could be somebody getting killed. It could be somebody under the vehicle trying to do their pre-trip. Somebody in the vehicle trying to do the NCAD and roll the vehicle forward and crush somebody. So please, everybody keep an eye on each other. You know, 2 eyes, many eyes are better than 2 eyes. Okay, all right, that's pretty much what I got for the safety briefing for today. Today, I'm gonna do a pre-trip. I'm gonna try to do my pre-trip at least once a week so y'all can know what to look forward to. All right, let's go, everybody.
Is that invitation to help? Is that invitation to help with this? So you're throwing arms. You're trying to hold this motherfucker.
We're going to start up here. You always start up here.
You want me to hold this with a whole t-shirt? Oh, nah.
Let's go. Keys in my pocket. My wheel's about to get chopped. You're gonna walk the walk, you gotta talk the talk. Or is it talk the talk, walk the walk?
Which truck are you on, this one? Hold on, let me start this over.
Got 1 hour.
All right, go ahead.
Beat the whole test. Make sure you're well rested on test date. Don't stress yourself. Just go down there and knock it out. It's real easy. So we got the keys in my pocket. My wheels is chalked. I don't have my trailer on here, but I'm gonna use this trailer as an example because these two are automatic and this one is manual. But I would have 2 clearance lights on my trailer, 2 clearance lights on my tractor, 3 ID lights, my signal lights, which works as my hazards lights. They're all amber in color. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts and screws are present. I got my headlights, which is clear in color. It's not cracked, chipped, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. It's clear in condensation. My hood, my grill, my bumper, my tags. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. Oh no, you know I'm rusty. Hold on. My hood, my grill, my bumper, my tags. All nuts and bolts are present. They're not cracked. I got this. My version is 2 years ago. Y'all got that new version. Let me do my version. My hood, my grill, my bumper, my tag. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. My grill is clean and free of debris. My bumper has no illegal wheels. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. My tag is clean and visible. All my stickers are up to date. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm looking for all leaks, any kind of leaks, oil, transmission fluid, power steering fluid, and all fluids. I'm gonna look at this vehicle. I'm gonna make sure it's not leaning to one side or another. That will represent that it has a suspension problem, or air leak, or a flat tire. At this time, I've been informed to get these brackets. My mirror brackets are not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. My mirrors are not cracked, chipped, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. There's those stickers that will obstruct my view. At this time, I'm gonna open my vehicle up. Okay, pretty strong guy. Freeze. This is my show, brother.
Okay.
Sorry. I got you. Now, some guys like big guy right here, he's strong enough to take this hood and just I say it might have a young lady that might struggle with it a little bit. So the best and safe way to do it is to come around the side and say, all clear on my hood, I'm about to open it up. It's easier this way. Just lift it like this. All right? What we're gonna do, we're gonna start around here at the exhaust, and I'm gonna work my way back. My exhaust cover is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. And I have U-bolts and clamps that are present. I'm looking for signs of such that will represent any kind of leakage. At this time, all nuts and bolts are present. I'm gonna follow my exhaust, looking for signs of such or holes or damage. I'm gonna follow it all the way to the empty compartment where I see my exhaust connector. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. My exhaust show no signs of set that will represent leakage that will leak into the sleeper berth, poisonous fumes into the sleeper berth. Okay, at this time, I'm gonna start with the alternator. The alternator is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present.
They let him buy. He's coming to buy.
Now, I'm more like a hands-on person. In this business, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. So at this time, the alternator is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. My alternator wires are not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. They're not cut, dry, rotted, or frayed, or any exposed wires that would indicate any kind of loosening. This alternator, which is my alternator, is belt driven. My alternator belt is not cut, dry, rotted, or frayed. It has the proper tension of no more than 3/4 of an inch. At this time, my water pump, which is located here, it's not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. I see no leaks. My water pump is also belt driven. My water pump hose, which is located up under here, this big hose right here that goes to the radiator. That hose is not cut, dry, rotted, or frayed. All nuts and bolts and clamps are present. I see no leaks. My frame right here is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. There's no illegal wheels. The only holes in my frame is the ones from the manufacturer. This radiator is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. I see no leaks from my radiator. I see no leaks from my radiator hose. Okay, that takes care of this side. Always double check before you leave. Make sure you ain't forgetting that. Let's walk around this side. I like to start from the inside. Work my way out. I like to start from the front and work my way back. Okay, all of these vehicles, sometimes you run into some different stuff. Some made by Volvo, some made by freight or whatever. Whatever kind of vehicle you get, when you leave first CDL training center, you will be able to do a pre-trip on it. Okay, I'm gonna start with this air compressor, and the governor is located actually down there, which is invisible. Okay, the air compressor and governors are not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. I hear no leaks. The air compressor hoses are not cut, dry, rotted, or frayed. I hear no leaks. Okay, I'm gonna go with my dipstick and oil field tube. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. I see no leaks. My dipstick is the way I check my oil, by pulling out the dipstick, wiping it off, inserting it, pulling it out, check the oil level. If the level is low, I will add oil through the oil field tube. Done. Brain lock, come back. Power steering. My power steering reservoir is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. I see no leaks. My power steering hoses are not cut, dry, rotted, or frayed. I see no leaks. My power steering pump is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. I see no leaks. My power steering pump is also engine driven, and this air compressor right here and governor is engine driven. The steering box is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. I see no leaks. Steering shaft, not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. The universal joint is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. It's clean and free of debris, and it's properly oiled. My pitman arm, the drag link, stern knuckle and stern arm, and tie rod are not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. They are properly held together by 3 castle nuts. 1, 2, and 3. The castle nuts are not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. And as you can see, the cotter pin is intact. Now, I'm gonna go back in to my suspension. Leaf spring hanger, leaf springs, U-bolts, anchor plate, and shackle. They're all not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. My leaf springs are properly aligned. If a quarter of them was missing, I'll put this vehicle out of service. My shock absorber is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. I see no leaks. Reservoir, antifreeze reservoir. Coolant reservoir. Dirk done lost his damn mind. The coolant reservoir. The coolant reservoir is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. The coolant reservoir has a sight glass. If the coolant level is low, I will wait till this vehicle is cooled off. I will remove the cap, bring it to its proper level, put the cap back on. The coolant reservoir cable is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. It's not cut, dry, rotted, or frayed, or any exposed wires that will indicate an electrical problem. The coolant reservoir hose right here is not cut, dry, rotted, frayed. All nuts and bolts are present. I see no leaks, and the clamps are present. I see no leaks. Now, suspension. Got this stuff there. Okay, I'm going to the braking system. I like to start with my brake hose. It's not cut, dry, rod, or frayed. All nuts and bolts or clamps are present. I hear no leaks. The brake chamber is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. I hear no leaks. I have a slack adjuster and push rod. It sits at a 90-degree angle with the brakes applied. The push rod has no more than 1 inch of play with the brakes off. And the cotter pin is intact. Inside my drum, where my brake shoes are located, my brake shoes are have no less thickness than 1/4 inch. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. My brake drum is not cracked, bent, or broken. All nuts and bolts are present. If you want a better look, you can look through this hole right here. And it has no illegal welds or no grease on the brake drum. The rim